Program Registration Reports. To access the Reports module, go to More, Reports, and View Reports. While there are many reports available in Perfect Mind, here's a look at a few of the most commonly used ones for program registration. Under the Scheduling and Activities, there are a number of reports pertaining to the Program Registration module. The brochure export will export all the courses that are entered in one of 4 templates. Those exports can then be imported into InDesign so that you can print a brochure. This is an example of what one of the brochure exports can look like, which you can filter out by location or season or calendar. You can enter a date range, you can determine the date format, and you can see the different templates by selecting either templates 1, 2, 3, or 4 and previewing this export. Once your export is done, you can export it by clicking on this icon and provide it to your designer. Back to the Scheduling and Activities tab. The Event Master Report is a great report to audit all the courses that have been entered. If you click on Event Master Report and select the parameters needed, you'd want to enter the dates and select the booking type. In this case, we'll want to make sure that it's only for program registration, so we'll deselect the facility booking. Select your calendars, season, status. The show is where you can really maximize the use of this report. You can select from any one of these fields, which are all options to fill out when you create the course. You can choose to add the fees, the dates, the description. You can have exception dates, exclusion dates, the number of occurrence, the online display date. You can select all of the options here if you want to be able to have a true audit of what was configured for all of your courses. We'll go and hit preview. And here you see that the 2 courses that have been created are coming up. See a little bit more of the screen. And by using the scroll bars, you can scroll to see all the information that has been filled out for these courses. Now, because this can be quite a large and very comprehensive report, you may want to export it out first so that you can really get a good view of this report and what has been configured and what might be missing in the configuration. This is why reports like these, I would recommend exporting them out to Excel. To see what it looks like. We can see the 2 courses with the column headers. We see that there's no description provided, but we do have the dates. And these are all the columns that I've selected from the show for this report. As you go through these columns, you can validate what information is missing so that you can go back and enter that information. Now back under Scheduling and Activities. The Event Roster by Series is another great report. You can either search by specific event ID, or in our case, we will unselect this box so that we can see all of the events. We see that on our one-on-one appointment booking calendar, we've got our Joe Tester customer that has attended with the fee that he was charged and the fee that he's paid. Another report that is similar, but will also have an attendance sheet attached to it, is the Event Roster with Attendance. We'll uncheck this box, enter a wider date range. You can filter out by season, event name, decide what you want to show. And this report is a really good one if you've attached a questionnaire. Say you have a day camp and you've attached a questionnaire asking all attendees whether they have allergies, who is allowed to pick them up. You can include the prompt, which is another word that we use for questionnaire. You can choose to include the prompt as part of this report. You can then run this report for a specific course, for a specific event, and give that report to the instructor. They will then get to see a list of all the attendees along with their questionnaire answers, their emergency contact if need be, the fees that were paid, and they can sign them in and out if needed. The prompts report can also give you a breakdown of all the questionnaires that you have in Perfect Mind with the questions and the answers. The last report I want to bring to your attention is the Instructor report. We'll do a search for Instructor and select the Instructor agreement. If you've entered staff members as instructors and attached them to courses, as well as if you've attached pay rates to those instructors and attached those pay rates to the courses, you can run an Instructor agreement report. Let's uncheck this box and widen our date range. You can run this report for specific staff or for all of them, and you can choose what you would like to see as part of this agreement report. We'll hit preview, and here's what we see when we run it. We'll do a quick zoom in. You can see the event ID. There's no description or exception or exclusions. We can see a number of sessions. No pay rate was attached to this particular course, but you can still get the instructor to sign and date this particular agreement. If we keep scrolling, our Swim Level 1 class that runs from January 4th to January 27th has a pay rate of $25 per class for Joan Tester. You could print this page and get Joan to sign it. This can then become her instructor agreement for the pay rate that she will be getting for the class. If you have any questions, please do reach out to your implementation consultant. Otherwise, do have a look at the reports that we have to offer in the report folder.